It wasn't even anything I intended to steal, sir. I just didn't realize that she didn't pay for it.
Stop.
I'm not making excuses.
Yes, you are.
No, I wasn't.
Stop. You're a mess.
I am.
And everything you just said is a bunch of words that really have some substance, but
I was able to buy a truck. I'm just working on getting money to get it legal. And I mean, I know that it doesn't really mean too much when I'm sitting here facing 3 charges, but I am.
Well, and you've got a felony charge in circuit court.
This isn't just another petty theft case. Christina Drake faces 2 retail fraud charges, a trespass count, and a life unraveling from addiction. But as the judge soon finds out, this case isn't about stolen bottles. It's about broken chances.
Or for OM Sturgis ordinance, also 90 days and or $500. The Sturgis City Attorney, Mr. Tim George, is here. He's agreed to dismiss the trespass charge if you plead to the retail fraud charge. Ms. Holmes, I'll be with you in a minute, all right?
Yes.
It's alleged that you were at 400 West South Street. I'm not sure what that is. All right, Ms. Holmes, Ms. Drake, this is Jeanette Jackson. She's from the Public Defender's Office. And Mr. George, as I indicated, is from the city. You've been in jail for 5 days for this. My inclination is to give you time served, but you have another case.
Can we do it all at once? Or does it have to wait till tomorrow?
No, we can do it all at once. 1147. The other is that on May 5th, when the gas station bottles of liquor, gentleman Jack and Bacardi line. So that's also a retail fraud. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. You are really struggling. All right, so Mr. George would dismiss the trespass charge if you plead to the retail fraud charge in Sturgis. You also have the other retail fraud charge from White Pigeon under state statute.
Sir,
And
I
that's set for-
just want to say I am working. I have been able to obtain a vehicle, and I'm already I've already applied and been accepted through SNHU. I'm going into a recovery coach program. I'm trying to change things in my life, and I feel that would be my best option, is to get into a program where I'm working with others who are struggling in the same area I'm struggling in.
And what is your main problem? Alcohol?
Yes, alcohol.
Didn't you work at Doc Foundry or something at one time?
No.
It's a different lady.
But
All right, so are you willing to plead to these charges?
I am, sir, but if I'm kept too much longer, I'm not going to be working or have that opportunity.
Where do you work?
Well, I've been working like I've been self-employed, but I've been helping clean out storage units in Bronson, and they have some more in Coldwater. But if I'm right now, because of the holiday, it's not really going to be a big issue. I'll be able to start working again. And I know that these are financial crimes, and I really just want to get back to work and start paying back my debt. And like I said, I really feel that if I can get in a program where I'm working with people who are struggling the same struggle I am, like this program through SNHU, I really feel it to help keep my feet on the ground and making strides in positive direction.
You can hear the desperation in her voice. Christina isn't denying her past, but she's pleading for a shot at redemption. She's clean, motivated, and trying to rebuild. But here's the question. Should repeated theft erase every effort at change? What do you think?
You're a mess.
I am.
And everything you just said is a bunch of words that really have some substance, but
I was able to buy a truck. I'm just working on getting money to get it legal. And I mean, I know that it doesn't really mean too much when I'm sitting here facing 3 charges, but I am.
and you've got a felony charge in circuit court.
Yes.
That was bound over in May, and you're on felony bond, and you're still out stealing stuff. Now the one was in February. You didn't show up.
That was because I was locked up in Elkhart.
All right,
And then the next time that I had court in June, I messaged my lawyer and asked him if he could get it like rescheduled to when my next court date was on the rest of my stuff because of work. And it said that he got the message but he never responded to it. So I attempted to do something about the one in June, but it was because I was working.
all right, who lives at Congress Street?
My husband
So are you
and
there?
children. Not at this time.
So are you still homeless?
Technically, yes, but as soon as I get this truck legal, I can get a real job, like, on the books. That's what I've been working towards. I got this F-150, and now I just got to get it legal, and I can get a job that's, on the books that I'm punching a time clock. And I really am trying to hold myself together. Like when they picked me up, I wasn't on anything, and I was proud of myself that, even though I was going back to jail, that I was clean. I didn't have any alcohol in my system or in my possession.
When did you get picked up?
I'm sorry?
When did you get picked up?
Last Thursday.
How did you get picked up?
I was walking down Centerville Street. I had just had dinner at the park with a friend because they have them girls at the park. And we were walking back towards my brother's. I'm not technically homeless because I've been living with my brother. I haven't been living in the homeless communities or anything, but I don't have a home of my own.
You're not welcome to come to your husband's house?
No. We've been separated for about 9 years. But my brother lives in the trailer park in Sturgis, and the one behind Granby's, and that's where we were walking back to when Officer Ware seen me, and I had the active warrant.
And you knew you had active warrants.
Yeah, so he came and picked me up. I didn't know I had active warrants. He said it had just come out 2 days before that.
Well, you didn't show up for court on
Right.
a couple of different occasions.
Well, that like I said, I messaged my lawyer, so I wasn't sure that was even a warrant, because I messaged my lawyer and asked him if we could reschedule it for when my next court date was, because I was working and was able to obtain this truck. And I apologize that I didn't call the court myself, but he had told me if I messaged him that he would get it, and that anything like that I was.
Well, that's in your felony case. You don't have a lawyer in these cases.
Well, I didn't know he couldn't handle the others. Sorry.
All right, well, are you willing to plead to the retail fraud from February? Where was that, Mr. George?
I was at Meyer and Sturgis.
what would I be looking at time-wise, do you know?
1,000 days plus 4 million after that. I don't know what to do with you.
I know.
You talk a good game, but you got multiple theft charges. You're bound over to circuit court on a felony case of theft. You don't show up when you're supposed to.
I've been
You're like
checking
Tracy
in. I was
Chapman in
checking in
Fast
with-
Car. Things are going to get better, and you're going to move out of the city.
Well, I've been I've been checking in with community corrections. I mean, I've been doing everything so that I would be holding myself accountable, sir. And I apologize for my mistakes, but if you'll give me the chance, sir, I'll show you I'm really meaning what I say. And with me checking in with community corrections, if you don't feel that the steps I'm taking, if I'm released, are in that direction, I mean, I can.
The judge's patience is running thin. Legally, he's right. Christina's felony bond means even a small retail theft could send her straight to prison. But emotionally, you can see he's torn between punishment and compassion. This is where law and humanity collide.
Right back up, just like I was.
That's always true.
And I'm not trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes. I'm just trying to do better for myself, and my children.
Now, at one time you were struggling with meth. Is that not a thing now?
That's not a thing now.
I don't think you have a valid driver's license.
Yes, I do.
Do you?
Yes. I actually just got it in the mail because my husband has been keeping my mail for the past 7 months and I didn't know it. And so every time I would have stuff sent there, he wouldn't give it to me. So I had my mail held at the post office and I have it in my personal belongings. Yes, sir. I do have a valid driver's license. But even a restriction on that can make sure I don't go too far out of the, too far out there. But when I do get this drug legal or something, I don't know. I'm willing to work with you. I just want to keep making steps in the positive direction, sir.
What do you have an L card?
It was a public intox. I did 5 days on.
Well, we were looking for you on 2024-52, resisting, obstructing, yield fines and costs. We talked to your ex-husband, told us you were in Elkhart County Jail.
Yeah, I had been at one place drinking. It was the day after my dad went to jail, and my dad's girlfriend insisted I come back to their apartment. So I went back to their apartment, and an officer picked me up for being drunk in public intoxication. And so I did 5 days there.
All right. Do you wish to plead to these charges or not? I'm not. All right. So let's talk about the first one. Anybody threaten you to get you to plead to that ordinance case from Sturgis?
No.
In February at Myers?
No.
What did you take?
I don't even remember, sir.
Can you tell us, Mr. George, what it was?
It was a number of items. I think there was some nails, a hammer, some extension cords, and some food. The total amount was $157.12, but it was all recovered.
Hammer and a hip. My smells clean. All right. So do you acknowledge that?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand, Ms. Drake? And this applies to you as well, Ms. Holmes, if we enter a plea in your case. Do you understand that if you plead any of these charges, to have a trial in front of a judge or jury? Do you understand?
Yes.
If you had a trial, you'd have the right to be represented by an attorney. You had to do his ask before you. If you had a trial, you'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court, so they could be questioned under oath. You would have the right to take the witness stand yourself and testify on your own behalf. have to, because you have a right not to testify, and if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you, and you have the right to be innocent. The state would prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Understand?
Yes, sir. May I ask,
Yes.
with the hesitation on me being back on the community and everything that I'm saying, what if we do a probation for my misdemeanors? You know, I'm still awaiting this felony too, but what if we do a probation where I'm
Well,
checking in?
I may try to figure that out, so let's talk about that.
Okay,
All right, so, and I think finally you have a right to be presumed innocent unless the state your guilt beyond doubt. So let's take straight up front.
because I really think probation would be the way to go on making sure that I'm being held accountable and that you're not just letting another criminal back on the streets to commit more crimes. I understand that's how it goes. I completely understand that.
All right, I'm gonna order in that one 5 days, credit 5 days. Minimum fine of $120, 2 days. Seven, two. Concurrent with the other retail fraud, which is 2.5. All right, let's talk about that one.
Okay. In that case, sir, I'll tell you exactly what happened.
All right, well, let me get to it. That case,
I was with a woman.
slow down.
Okay.
Alleges that you were in the Shell gas station on May 25th.
I didn't even know that they came after me with these charges because
All right.
I wasn't aware.
So did you take something?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I wasn't even aware that they were coming after me with these charges because I wasn't aware that they looked at me as if I had taken something. This woman said she wanted to get these 2 bottles, and she was up at the register paying, and I grabbed them, and they knew I grabbed them, and I walked out of the store with them. Now, I didn't realize she didn't pay for them. So I wasn't aware that they were coming after me with these charges, but I did not, I was in her truck. I mean, they didn't even come out and say anything. Nobody did. I just went out to her truck, but I did walk out the store with them, so I will take the charges, but it wasn't for me. It wasn't even anything I intended to steal, sir. I just didn't realize that she didn't pay for everything.
Stop.
I'm not making excuses.
Yes, you are.
No, I was
Stop.
Well, okay, what did they say?
I was interacting with Drake and Nickerson at the same time. Nickerson said she wasn't sure who Drake was. She was a friend of a male subject. I asked where Drake went. Nickerson said she thought she had left. Then they told the lady not to come. Then they watched the surveillance videos, showed several angles from several cameras. The second video of the liquor aisle at 417. In the video, a subject enters the liquor aisle. That's you.
Yes.
The subject removes the gentleman jack from the shelf and puts it in a large black handbag. The subject moves to the Bacardi Lime and removes it from the shelf and places it in the same black handbag. The subject then moves to the back of the store to an empty Subway shelf and adjusts the bottle so they cannot be seen. Subject walks to the Subway counter to get something from the clerk, and when she returns, it's Christina Drake. So, do you want to admit to stealing these 2 bottles of liquor, or do you want to tell me some goofy story about
No, that was
All right.
That was my understanding of it, was that she was paying for them, but I admit,
Stop.
I am admitting to stealing.
All right.
Bottles.
Okay. Anybody threaten you to get you to plead to that one?
No,
All right, you're barred from Myers.
Yes.
The other one, you're already barred from Myers. In this one, this one. This one. Get the file straight. Same thing, 100 additional days. I'm gonna order 30 days, credit 5, leaving 25 days to serve. You're recommending a probation. I'm gonna see if I can find some sort of placement for you in a treatment program.
sorry, what was that?
I'm gonna see if I can get Pivotal to find a placement program.
Okay.
30 days, credit 5, may be released to treatment program.
Thank you, sir.
I can't, you're just gonna be in jail for a while. Now, you got a felony case thing for other thefts. They felt seriously enough about it to bind it over to circuit court. I'm not sure what the plan is there. You're barred from Shellmart. Pretty soon you won't be able to go in anywhere.
I know. I'm working on changing that, sir.
Plus, you had so much license baggage. I'm amazed that you have your driver's license back. Michigan license?
Yes.
All right. I'll send an email to the jail Pivotal coordinator and see if they've got any ideas. Otherwise, if they can't find something, you may just sit for the next 25 days minus good time. Should be about 21 days. But I was disappointed when you were still tap dancing.
In the end, Christina receives 30 days in jail, credit for 5 served, and a chance at treatment. It's a fragile lifeline, one last opportunity to turn her life around. What's your take on this ruling? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more dramatic courtroom moments.
Around the fact that you just stole his stuff and you wasn't so you're so much alcohol over so much time has compromised your brain. 5 days clean is a good start. So we'll see. I'm going to email the jail and see, so someone may be coming to see you to talk about options. All right, you're good to go.